Welcome to Financial Fun Friday.
Welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. Everybody say you're welcome. No,
I ain't gonna embarrass myself.
I'm trying to get the music to play you all. Nope. You're going to get welcome properly. Yes, you are. Yes, you're going to be welcome. You're welcome here. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. Is that it?
Yes, we got Della.
Hey, what did I tell y'all?
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Welcome to Financial Fun Friday. I am your co-host, Darlene Jenkins, and my other co-host,
Dr. Rita B. Rowland.
Yes, Dr. Rita B. Rowland. And of course, Financial Fun Friday is being brought to you by Affordable Benefit Solutions and ABS Retirement Solutions, where we're always bringing you what's new and, more importantly, what's next in the financial services industry. So for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, you're welcome here. Welcome. But this is a webinar that we do on the first and third Friday, each and every month. We are also broadcasting simultaneously live on Facebook Live. So, hey, Facebook, you're welcome. Come on in the room right now. Take a moment, get on your phone, get on your computer, wherever you're at. Invite people right now. Hey, share us on your page so that they can tune in for today's episode also. And during the broadcast, what we're going to do is just pull back the curtains so that you can get an in-depth understanding of not only your employer benefits, but we also go over some best practice retirement options, preparations, and of course, we're always giving you financial tips and strategies to help along the way. So if you would like to join us here live on the broadcast, where when you talk, guess what? We talk right back to you. You can register at ritabrolandevents.com, or if you're on Facebook, share us right now, or you can like us at Your AB Solutions. And of course, if you miss any episodes, you can always go to our website or go to YouTube and look for your Financial Fun Friday girls. So this is the time right now also that we do our check-ins. What time is it, Rita?
It's check-in time. Where y'all checking in from? Let us know what city, what state, what world, what country. Check in and let I kind of know already. I see a few of y'all done already checked in. I know we got Florida in the house. He made himself known. We got Delaware in the house. Surprising, she in Delaware, not in some country on a cruise somewhere reporting.
Yes.
We got Fredericksburg in the house. Then we got Nashville, we got DC, we got Upper Marlboro. Come on, check in. Where y'all checking in?
Check in, because we appreciate you spending your Friday morning with your Financial Fun Friday team. So now that you've checked in, let's just go ahead and move on. Today, wait a minute, I done missed something because I didn't let you all know that the information that we're going to be going over today is going to be general in context. And because we don't know everyone's particular situation on here, we can't customize this information to your particular situation. But what we can do, anything that we go over today, if you feel like, Darlene, Rita, you're talking right to me, give us a call at 301-577-6340, and we will be able to create a customized plan and answer your specific questions and address your specific objectives. So please accept this information that we're sharing today as general in context and apply it where you feel it fits your particular needs. So Rita, we're in a conscious spending challenge, not a no money challenge, no spending challenge rather, but a conscious spending challenge. So this is our check-in time. We just want you to do what? Keep calm and save money. So, Rita, during this conscious spending time, because even trying to spend consciously, you all, if I may be transparent, can be challenging also. And the reason for me that it's often challenging is because my desires for things are in diametric opposition to, like, I know I don't need it. And Kevin, don't say anything. Don't judge me. Those of you that are extremely health conscious, but I love donuts. I love donuts and I love ice cream. I know neither is good for me. What's your Achilles heel? And Rita,
Look, I'm minding my business. But look,
help me though, because I know our money ties to our emotions.
Yes.
So can you just talk about that as we
Yes, I want to make sure that you allow me to share. But I want everybody to tell us how have you been doing on this challenge? Has it been a challenge, or have you been able to handle this thing with breeze, or have you just said you're not doing it at all? Let us know, because that's always important. What has been your challenge? I'm gonna tell y'all, the third day I totally forgot. I went somewhere thinking with my husband. I went out to eat. I forgot. Look, challenge was like Zoom because I wasn't conscious. And so the reason why it's called a conscious challenge and not a no spend, because sometimes we're going to spend, but what was our conscious? You're not going to easily say, we know it was date night. I could have cooked. So being conscious is important. So y'all check in and tell us how you feel. And I'm going to go over a few things so we can truly understand what this is. So we're going to have some questions to ponder, because we want to make sure our mind is on our money and our money is on our mind, because oftentimes, Dr. Arlene, when we start to spend, we're not always conscious. And so I think this whole concept wants us to be aware. So during this challenge, I want to ask you some questions. During this challenge, what did you discover about your spending habits? Were you a spender, or were you a saver, or are you a combination? And I'm going to tell you, to be honest, I found myself as a combination. I did save, but I did spend more than I wanted to because I wasn't conscious of it, because we're in a habit of, it's easy to spend is what we're used to doing. And so check in. And so were you a spender online? Were you a saver? In the chat box, tell us, were you a combination? And based on that, how do you see money and treat money? So a lot of times what we were taught, Darlene, as children, maybe from our parents or teacher, has really shaped how we see money. Now, my family, I love them, but one of the things they always said, but you only live once, so you might as well enjoy it. But I think what we missed the most, Darlene, was I could maybe possibly live to 85. It is only once. I'm only going to live that 185 year. So I need to be prepared for the 85-year-old, just as I am for the 35 and the 45 and the 55. So as you think about it, what was you taught? And what I find from a lot of clients, Darlene, we wasn't taught about money. They don't teach it in school. The most I probably know about money is so much more because I went to school to be an accountant. I'm a CPA by trade. So I took a lot of classes on finances, but a lot of those classes wasn't even based on budget. It wasn't based on how we see money. It was about how to reconcile somebody else's books. And so I think when you think about money, you need to ask yourself, what habits do I have and where did they come from? And did I pick up somebody else's idea about money? And was that idea for them based on a good or bad habit? Because maybe your parents didn't have anything. And I know a lot of times when we don't have anything, Darlene, emotions play a real big part in how we spend, because it's either connected to our traumas, or it could be connected to our addiction. So when you say read addiction, well, I realized that my issues that I had, my abandonment issues, my abuse issues, those things were connected. My spending was connected to that. Some people, it could be drugs or alcohol or sex or bad attitude, angry at the world all the time. But mine was connected to work and shopping. So we often think of addiction in only one or two ways, but addiction is anything that will keep your mind off of the real issue. So for me, mine was shopping and working. So ask yourself, what was it? And then the other thing, Darlene, is like fear has a way of causing us to operate differently when it comes to money. So fear and worry. So you're always stressing about it. Now, are you stressing because your parents stressed about money? They didn't have enough. So have they passed that on to you? Or because you didn't have anything growing up, you made a decision. You're going to buy what you want to buy. You're going to swipe that Amazon because you know what? Growing up, I had nothing. But that doesn't give us a right to continue that same thought pattern because you've gone from one extreme to the other. And does that same fear not having any money cause you to hoard money, that you're so afraid that you're going to be broke and not have anything, that you don't live your life and that you're not spending anything? And so you got $200,000-$300,000 in the bank and you have some old shoes because you're afraid to spend. All of that is based on fear. And what we know, look, me and Jingles tell you up front, we're believers. That fear is not of the Father. So he wants to operate in a sound mind, and a sound mind is having strategies, understanding where you are and being able to come up with a plan to shift you from that place to the next place. And how do we do that? Anybody have any questions, any comments, anything? Because one of the things we want to do is to help reshape how you think about it. How you relate to money is very, very important. So, Darlene, when you think about shifting from maybe fear, worry, oversaving, undersaving, mad at the world, shopping like a fool, all of those could be me. You got to then come to some ideas, right? So the first thing you got to do is make a decision. I'm going to go fast because I'm not going to keep y'all long. You got to make a decision, and one that fosters a good relationship with money, and not one that's aligned with your emotions, because those things, they go in and out, but one that's truly aligned with your dreams and your goals. So one of the things, if you come to see me and Darlene, we always go, what do you want? What are you trying to accomplish? What does that look like? Because what we want to do is to be able to take your dreams and goals, come up with a strategy and align the right products with it so that everything is in sync. So you got to first make a decision that, you know what, I want to change the relationship I have now with money, one that causes me just to buy everything and shop, Amazon, get all my money, to a different way of thinking. How do you do that? You got to be open to learn and operate from a wealthy state of mind. Darlene, many times that we want something, but we're not willing to do the work to get it, and not one out of lack or fear. What do the wealthy do, y'all? They go to school, they take classes, they come to Financial Fun Friday and they listen. So for some of you who've been on for years, this is part of what the wealthy do. They come get educated so that they can understand, because money isn't just about a 401k or TSP or IRA. It's not just about your bank account. It's really about how you see it. And then the other things they do, they monitor their habits, and they need to understand the rule of 72. They understand the trifecta concept. They understand the difference between pre-tax, tax-deferred, and tax-free. They understand what an RMD is and what's the difference between the aggregate of my RMD and non. Those things become where the wealthy separate themselves from the non. And it's not because of the money, it's because of how they see it, how they respect it, and how they pay attention to your money. So whatever you do, pay attention. The third thing is having a financial plan that matches your goals and dreams, that'll take you away from fear and worry. One of the things we do, Darlene, so many people say, I'm afraid. Well, why are you afraid? Let's put it on paper. We're looking at inflation. We're looking at taxes. We're looking at, okay, I want to leave my grandkids some money. I want to do all of those things. A comprehensive plan takes away the fear. It allows people, Darlene, to be able to sleep at night. And most people want to be able to sleep at night knowing that the plan that they have is one that's going to be in effect 10 years from now, 20 years from now. That's important. And the last thing is exceptional financial services. That's me and Darlene, and maybe you have someone else that will help enhance your current plan and to get you to your financial destination. My ultimate goal, y'all, because I've been a hot mess with money. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not ashamed of it. I've come through that side of it, but I was a hot mess. And my biggest fear, Darlene, is looking in the mirror when I'm 85 and looking in the mirror and asking this young today, 56-year-old woman, what did you do? Like, I'm happy that you made some decisions so that I can live this way today. Or I'm disappointed that you didn't care enough about me that you didn't do something different. So for me, I'm looking at this old woman who can't do with this young, healthy one who can say, you're welcome, move. Maybe that little shoulder, a little stiff. I'm gonna need a little help. I need to be more concerned about her. So as we think about all of this, remember how you relate to money is a direct relation to how much money you actually have in your bank account, in your retirement plan, what you have prepared for your children, and what you're going to leave as a legacy. Darlene, do you want to add anything?
No, I don't. I do want to say that we were getting some comments in the chat, Rita, very, very insightful comments. Like people were saying, most of them, hey, I'm a combination. And I have one person who was like, yes, it was a little tough this time around because they've gotten used to eating out and going out and just enjoying their life. So we're not saying that you can't do, to stop doing that, but just be more aware of exactly, what's going on. I have a fellow member who loves donuts as myself, and we like the same kind, but they are, becoming more aware. And then I had a question that said, is 72 the new RMD? And when you mentioned the rule of 72, I was just explaining that the rule of 72 is how we determine how long it's going to take your money to double based on the interest rate that is the money is earning. But 72 is no longer the new start age for RMD. It is now 73, and it goes according to your birthday as well. So if you had not turned 72 at the beginning of the year, by January 1st, then your new RMD age is 73. So yeah, that's what that was.
All righty.
That, Rita, that's it.
And that's really good that you guys are conscious of it, because I think the main thing, Darlene, is what you talked about last time, is being conscious. And when you think of being conscious, just check in with yourself, check your budget. So maybe you have in your budget, eat out budget. Even if consciousness is being in line with your budget, then that is really a good place still, because this is the budget you have, and that budget includes everything. It includes saving, it includes this, and include everything. And share your ideas, like what have you done different this time that actually helped you, or what did you do this time that maybe you fell in a pit and now you need to know what did somebody else do to help get out of it? Offer motivation. Y'all, we in this thing together, and we got to share our experiences, the good and the bad. That's why me and Darlene being honest with you. We fell off this time, but we got back on. I ain't going to Donnie McClurkin. He did say something about the, falling down, but you got to get back up. You got to get back up.
Fall down.
She's starting again, y'all.
Get up. Okay.
She's starting again.
I always have a song in my heart.
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead, Darlene. I forgot to put the flyer in, but we're gonna a workshop coming up next Thursday at 6:30, understanding your federal employee benefit. So for all our government employees, you may have met us 15 years ago from a workshop, but times have changed, your situations have changed, and you may just want to check back in on your benefits on your job. How do they work, even if you retire? So we're having a workshop next Thursday at 6:30. I'm going to put a link in the chat for Darlene, and it's virtual. And Facebook will put the chat as well. So just so you guys can come join us, share with all of your coworkers, your family members that work in the government. We got enough space for everybody. It's virtual from the comforts of your own home. So I'm going to put that in the chat box while Darlene go ahead and close us out.
Yeah, so we went over information on conscious spending today. Anything you have a question about, we did have someone, Rita, who was like, I wanted to know how to be a better saver and not spend so much. So contact us today so that we can map out a strategy that's going to do what? Help you put the pieces together. Rita?
So what happened when you multitasking? It went wrong, y'all. I'm on Facebook. I'll put something in the chat box.
Yes, you're doing a great job. So like I said, contact us to help us so we can help you put your pieces together. We want you to join us back here, but more importantly, join the Facebook Financial Fun Friday group. Financial Fun Friday group. Come on, if you're on Facebook, join that. But until we meet again on March the 3rd, isn't that right, Rita? Is March the 3rd? Help me, you all. Is it March the 3rd? I believe it's March the 3rd.
She said, is it March the 3rd? Is it March the 3rd? I think it's March the 3rd.
It is March the 3rd. So come on back on March the 3rd and join us for another fun episode of Financial Fun Friday. I'm going to stop sharing real quick right here so that we can bid you adieu. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. We're going to have a great weekend, great weather. You do the same and go back and watch this again. Share it out on your page. Have a wonderful weekend and join us here on March the 3rd. Take care, everyone.
And be conscious.
And be conscious. Yes.
And I like to say a special hello to my sisters on the line today with us. Hello, Miss Renee, joining us. I won't tell you her location.